Hello, kiddos and families. This is your quick recap video from Monday, September 21st. So I'm just going to briefly go over what we did today during class. So the first thing that we did was we shared a little bit about our weekends. And the question was, who was someone you spent some time with this weekend? So for example, what I chose to share is that I got to spend some time with my cousins, one of whom was having a birthday. So we also did that. We talked about the state and the city of New York because today happens to be National New York Day. So we talked about the Statue of Liberty and we talked about the Empire State Building. So if you're able to and you have permission from a grown-up, go ahead and search the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building, to take a look at what they look at. Then, my friends, we had morning movement and we moved on to our first literacy block. So for our literacy block, we used our writing journals, which look like this, my writing journal, and this one's mine. We used our writing journals to write our first weekend news. So we talked about what weekend news is, and we talked about how for weekend news, you can write about something big that happened or something small that happened or both. It could be anything from doing chores or helping your grown-ups around the house to going to a party or the beach or on a hike. So this is my example right here. We talked about how second graders use at least 3 colors in their illustrations, and they also add details. So I've added clouds, grass, a butterfly, a sun, so that I can make my picture a great picture for people to look at when they're reading my story, my writing. So here we have my writing. We talked about how second graders try to fill the page. And we also talked about how second graders use pencil because Miss Davis used marker and made a mistake, and I wished I could go back and erase it. We also wrote weekend news and the date on the top so that we would remember when this happened. So this is what we worked on during independent work time. We worked on our weekend news and our writing journal. Then, my friends, we went to music. We had snack, you went to music, and then it was time for math. So for math, we worked on building numbers. So we used our tens, ones, and hundreds that were cut out and colored to build numbers using our ones, tens, and hundreds sheet in our sheet protector. So we talked about how you can use dice to come up with your numbers, or you can just write them randomly and build those numbers. So you guys worked on that. And you also worked on finishing up coloring and cutting your sheets because that can take a really long time. So that's what happened during math. And then you went to lunch and recess and you had some reading time. And when you came back, we read the story, The Wednesday Surprise. So if you were unable to watch me reading The Wednesday Surprise live, I am going to add a link to another teacher who's reading The Wednesday Surprise to our Google Classroom. So you will find that video in our Monday, September 21st Google Classroom folder. So we read The Wednesday Surprise, and then on your own, you guys practiced reading your sight words. And as you went through them, if you wanted to, you checked them off with an expo marker. So you practiced these 150 words to make you a stronger reader. And then, my friends, during Flex Block, I asked that you either use the virtual library or you read something that you have at home. And I also asked that you guys catch up on all of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory chapters that I have been posting. And you can find those in Google Classroom as well. So that's a recap of our Monday, September 21st. I hope that you guys have a great day. Don't forget to access Google Classroom because that has a lot of important information for each day. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.